recording.
Yes. You got the camera too.
All right, Jeff, how you feeling?
Tired.
Tired?
Yeah.
We have so many seeds to sow.
All right, good morning, guys.
It will be time to share what we have grown.
We'll do it one.
Great. First time out in Florida. Got the spinner out.
All right, guys, so
Everything was groovy.
we are on what we believe to be a Mako.
What is going on, Gulf Coast Nation? Guys, welcome home. For those of you who are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. We have an awesome video for you today, and it's going to be a little bit unique. We have a lot of learning lessons and a lot of information to share with you guys, so sit tight. Get ready for the ride. We'll bring it to you. All right, so Blaine, Spencer, Jeff Nugent from Tightline Braids, Yakking with Jack, Dom, Jack Smith, everybody came out for a pretty awesome trip. They hit. I want to be very clear here. I was not there.
On vacation.
I was on Disney.
This guy
I
was
was
on
at Disney
vacation.
World. All right, I took a vacation. I have not taken a vacation in a very long time. I went with my girlfriend Kirsten to Disney World, and Blaine hit it hard. Made the grind to hit a really good gap at first, right? Spencer Wonder from Terra Firma Tackle drove all the way from California. Jeff Nugent with Tightline Braids, as you guys see right here. Tightline Braids, an awesome braid company that we've been working with. We're not sponsored.
No.
We bought their braid. I mean, it's good stuff. It's made in the USA, made right here in the States, out of Texas, and it's fantastic stuff. We've kind of switched over to their stuff. We haven't given you guys a good review of it yet because we want to use it, right? I mean, I think Jeff's an awesome person. First impressions of the braid is unreal. It splices great. It feels great, but we want to test it and then give you guys an honest review like we always have on the channel. But let's move on from that. We have a huge crowd coming for you guys this week and an awesome gap of fishing. And we want to break it down a little bit different than we normally do. Of course, we could show you guys the hype and the B-roll shots and all the sharks in timeline fashion, but I feel like there's a lot of learning lessons to come out of this week, so let's dive into it. Blaine, you guys start out hitting the beach with Jack Smith, which you guys know worked for us last summer. Jack's an awesome guy. So you guys hit the beach late, right?
Yeah.
You help Big John.
No,
Jack.
No, Troy.
Troy and Jack? Troy was there. Jack was there.
It was Troy. It was Troy's stepfather's shark.
Yeah, what was his name? Do you remember his name?
Doc.
That's
That's
at like 73 or something like that. 77.
I'm not sure.
I saw the
I'm not
post.
sure.
I saw the post. I'll put it up. I'll go ahead and find it. Put it up for you guys. Go ahead and check out Lost Shark Hunter, LA Shark Hunter, on YouTube. He's just an absolute legend in our area.
Yes.
And his YouTube isn't huge. He doesn't get it big into the editing, but he catches some monster fish. He's an old school guy. Catch some giant sharks. So when Jack and Blaine go to our spot, they run in to Lost Shark Hunter, Troy, who's an absolute legend, hooked up on the beach, helped them land, what was it?
11-3.
11-3 tiger.
11-3.
Unreal.
Huge.
So sick.
Huge tiger. In mud brown water. It was...
Yeah, Troy told you guys, if you guys have waders, go ahead and jump in the waders. We're going to need help with this fish.
We were just driving by. I saw Jack's truck and I saw Troy's truck and I was like, we might as well just stop in and say hey for a second. And right when we get there, they're hooked up to a shark and Troy's like, if you boys got waders, go ahead and go put them on. We're going to need help for this fish. So we ran up to the truck. It was 40 degrees already and we were already cold. Hop in the waders, go help them release this huge male 11-3 tiger shark.
That's
Absolute
awesome.
monster.
What timing from you guys, by the way?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, we're not going to show you guys. Blaine didn't have any video. We want, Yakking with Jack or Troy or both of them will have video of that. So please go check out their channel because there's a lot of guys who do this in the area and we want to give those love to those people. So they will show you the monstrosity of that tiger.
Yes.
But that's how the trip started. They get there late because helping them release the tiger. They get set up and basically this is where the lesson starts. All right, this is what this video is a lesson. So you see two pickups that night. And you're going to see a pickup on Blaine's 50 wide And then you're going to see a second pickup on Blaine's 50 wide. We get questions all the time about when to set the hook and how long to let them eat the bait and stuff like that. It's so much depends on the run itself, how fast it goes,
bait size.
Yeah, how far it is, the consistency of the run, and like Blaine said, the bait size is a big deal. So, Blaine, what were these baits you guys were running for these first couple pickups?
Cow nose wing on my setup.
Like, just trim the wing, cut the wing,
yeah,
trim
cut
the
the wing off, cut the edge. So probably like that big.
Okay.
Right there. It was a smaller cow nose, bay cow nose.
And this is something you guys need to watch out for. If you come to the Panhandle, yes, there's makos. Yes, there's giant duskies. You guys have seen the videos. Those bigger sharks absolutely pipe the baits. You can tell by the pickup. Duskies are fast when they pick up.
Yeah.
Makos do weird things when they pick up. But sandbars are pretty much like this.
I guess. I don't know. Smacking.
And you see when it goes, you know, run, stop, run, stop. Yeah. It's not most likely a dusky. Now, I'm never going to, this is a theory off of the runs. You could stick a fish and it could be a giant dusky and you could just be weird. You can never account 100%. But most likely the run stop, like you guys just saw, is a sandbar shark. You saw Blaine kind of get in the harness and it was kind of half-hearted, like, this isn't the fish we're here for. They're a protected species. You know, we want makos this time of year. And then a second time, the shark picked up the bait and dropped it again. That was kind of their night. They didn't cut the camera on. I think you guys had like 3 or 4 more pickups, right?
Yeah, it was 3 or 4 more pickups just like that. Pick up, drop, come back, pick up, drop, pick up, drop, pick up, drop. It was we were constantly up about every like 30, 45 minutes that night.
That can be the thing that you guys get when you come here in the wintertime in the Panhandle is you could have a perfect gap like we saw. The gap kind of closed on us this week, but sandbars are here. And sandbars are wintertime sharks. They're local sharks over reefs. They come and run the beach, and they run the beach in numbers. And when they run the beach in numbers, they can be absolute tyrants. And that's what you guys experienced the first night. You wake up in the morning, Jack sticks his very first wintertime shark.
Small fish. For sure.
Baby fish.
Got a little sandbar action for you.
Which is a big deal, right? That was your first wintertime shark, was the sandbar shark.
Yeah, it was.
So it's not anything to be ashamed of. I'm not saying sandbars are bad at all. So Jack gets his first shark, and then, you know, good release, solid release. Blaine kind of pulls the leader. The hook comes out perfect, no big deal. You guys slap it right back in the water. You don't want to delay the release on any protected species. And then you guys kind of set in for the morning. Mid-morning, you get picked up.
Yes.
Next time it gets fast like that, I'm just going to hit him.
And then you guys, everyone kind of shows up, right? So the Cali crew kind of shows up. Do you guys
everybody
get
shows
picked
up that night at like...
It was at night?
Yeah,
Okay.
Spencer showed up at like 8 with his boys, and then like Tightline crew didn't show up until like 3:30.
That night, like late.
Yeah, like late.
We're trying to show you guys the timeline. So you got, you know, your couple pickups. They stick one in the morning. Blaine gets a pickup mid-morning. It drops the bait, kind of acts weird. And then the Cali crew shows up with Spencer Wonder, Terra Firma Tackle. And was it that night that you guys got the spinning, the sandbar and spinning gear?
Yeah, same night that
was sick. Yeah.
His guy Alex got that sandbar on the Kyra 30,000 size reel.
Yeah, so we'll show you some clips from that, and it's cool. I mean, if you're gonna get sandbars, absolutely tearing your baits up.
Yeah.
I would say a suggestion would be to throw out, a smaller bait, not super far, and spinning gear is a great option, like we talked about in last week's video on how to get into shark fishing. That 30,000 was still overkill, but it made it a little bit more fun. It pulled some drag. Alex, there, first time in Florida. Got to really experience something on spinning gear that is pretty unique. Sandbars are actually fun fish to fight. But they got it on spinning gear, super fun. And then the night kind of continues. Jeff Nugent and his business partner from Tightline Braids show up, and they hook their sandbar. Mm-hmm. And then the next day kind of continues. You see Blaine right here.
Good morning, guys. It's a little chilly out here, but we've got the Tightline Braid crew out here. They are hooked up.
He's gonna walk you guys through the morning. Jeff's hooked up. He gets his first sandbar. Their crew had a great time. They came all the way from Texas. And to cap off a few sharks, his wife, right, got her first shark.
Yeah, she got her first shark, and they all got their first sandbars. Every single one of them.
Really? Everyone, love to see it. Love to see it. Now, mind you, right now in this video, we are at what, like sandbar number 5 or 6?
Yeah.
Like. So you got to think about there's two sides of this, right? There's a divide right in the middle of our screen, and you've got the side of like all of Jeff's crew got sandbar sharks. You've got a sandbar shark. Yeah. Jeff has a sandbar shark. I think by now, if I haven't showed you, I'll show you. Spencer's hooked up to a sandbar shark. We don't even show the release on it because again, it's like the 5th or 6th, 7th shark by now. He just drinks a Diet Coke, real cool. Plays in the harness because it's kind of like if it comes off, it's almost better.
Yeah.
At that point. And it's not, I really don't want to have like an elitist like mentality about this. Because becomes a point, like I said, this divide in the screen where it's like, yes, all these sharks are awesome. This crew comes out, and if it's your first time, there's no reason to be like, dang it, a sandbar shark because Gulf Coast Nation said so. Yeah. Every shark is awesome. All the fights are great. But there becomes, even when we went to South Florida, it's right here on the screen. Yeah. There was 8 bull sharks in 6 hours. And I will still today get pumped with clients, pumped by myself about a huge 8'6" bull shark. But after 8,
you don't want to catch them anymore.
It becomes repetitive. You want something different. I think that's a little bit of human nature, right? Like you want something like if we the next best thing. If we smack 10-foot tigers constantly, it would just kind of be like another 10-foot tiger shark hits the beach. That's the deal. So that's kind of what this trip became, was repetitive. And I think the lesson that we can really give you guys is, one, don't become discouraged, especially in the wintertime, especially in the panhandle, especially when sandbars are picking up your baits. You've seen through this video by now what a sandbar pickup kind of looks like. They can be fast. Yeah. They can be slow. They can mimic Duskies, they can mimic Makos, but they can also mimic themselves, which is that slow, stop, run, drop, pick up, run, drop, slow. And you always treat the fish off the hook set like it's a big fish. So give it a minute if your bait's like this, maybe a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes. And that's basically how we gauge off of how long we let these sharks eat, is the bait size. That's pretty much the main thing. And then you've also got to factor in, how are they running? If they run in the whole time, if they run in and run out. As long as they're moving the whole time, that means they're eating the baits. I mean, Jack's giant 10'4" tiger shark, literally this big, like a little piece of bait this big. And it swam in for 2 minutes. Yeah. So we knew as soon as it turned out,
we had to hit it.
Hit it. Like, it was like, okay, he's pulling finally. 5, 4, 3, 2, hit it. But... and it also comes with experience, but what I really don't want is I don't want you guys to get discouraged fishing here in the wintertime because you guys pulled hook, missed hook set, whatever, on like 4 other sharks. Yeah. You guys caught 8, you could have had 12.
For sure.
Yeah, and it's something, it happens here, it happens to everybody else who fishes here. When you get sandbars, they chew around hooks, they just grab the back half of baits and swim off. They're little tyrants, to be honest with you. And it's fun to catch them. It's fun to get a hold of them. But if you let it eat for 60 seconds and then you hit it after a minute and miss it, I don't want you to go, okay, the next time a shark picks it up, I'm going to let it eat for 3 minutes. Because you stick to your game plan. You guys got this. you've watched this channel before, and if you haven't, go ahead and watch the channel. Learn the wintertime game here in the Panhandle, but stick to your game plan. Don't let those missed hook sets on sandbars or potential sandbars make you switch up. Stick to your game plan. You guys got this. And then the second one is just kind of what the guys did. You guys stuck to your game plan. And although you were 6 sandbars deep, 5 sandbars deep, 8 sandbars deep, there is always that chance of you run that one bait.
We knew it was going to happen. Like, Spencer came and was like, we are going to smack sandbars. It's going to be sandbar, 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 sandbar. Holy crap. Like, that's the fish.
The fish.
Like, right there.
Yeah. And it just never happened. That's the truth of it.
It did.
In this gap, it never happens.
It happens.
But if you catch 4 sandbars, 3 sandbars, and you're like, screw it, I'm packing up, I'm going home, you could miss that fish, which could be a giant dusky shark, it could be a giant tiger, or it could be the man in blue, the mako. And so there was one, Jeff was running float rigs, and he had one, he was straight braid, the rod tip was bouncing, you guys thought you might have had the fish, and that's what it's about. It's similar to surf fishing. You go through catfish, hard head, pompano, hard head, pompano. That's kind of anything, and so when these sandbars show up, just, I really want to, push you guys. Stay with your game plan and keep running baits. Fishing hard is the best way. Now, sometimes fishing hard comes easy. Mm-hmm. And this whole trip that they made here in the Panhandle did not come easy, and it didn't yield a reward. That's what keeps you coming back, right? Yeah. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. So, you got anything to add? I think we covered.
I think that covered most everything.
You want to tell them what's coming on Friday?
Yeah. So, interesting enough, we wake up one morning. It's raining. The wind wasn't doing what it was supposed to. And
typical. For whatever reason, this winter has been like, here's the forecast. No, it's not. But whatever.
And
side point.
Spencer needed a kayak, so he was like, "Hey, we need a kayak, and also we have an extra seat in the car. So if you just want to hop in the car with us and head to this certain place, which is, I don't know, they got pretty clean water, I guess.
It's a little bit further south.
A little bit further south, just a little bit.
There's some giant fish that might pull you on your
face and potentially
rip some drag, baby.
Make all the line disappear off your reel. So that's where we went. That's where we went.
That's what we have coming Friday.
I'm sure you can figure it out by now with all these hints, but that's what Friday's episode's gonna be about.
Yeah, so we're excited to bring you Friday's episode. It's a completely different area, and they did take a little bit of a road trip to go, but we want you guys to take out of this episode basically the stick to your game plan in the wintertime, even in the summertime, even the fall, spring, whatever it is. If you've got a game plan, you know your stuff, get out there, get your expertise. But when you miss some hook sets on what could be smaller sharks, just prepare for the big sharks. Prepare for those big takes. Prepare for the big baits. And if you have to weed through the small guys, stick to it. Keep catching your black tips. Keep catching your sandbars and wait for that big take, because that's what we want you guys to do. We want you guys to catch absolute mondos right here with us. If you do, send us a message on social media, all right? We love to hear about your guys' success stories. If you haven't already, oh no, look at that. It changed. It went to the, where's the remote? Show them.
Oh, no.
That's all right. Completely forget about it. That's kind of messed up a Roku, though. All right. We had this whole big plan. I mounted this TV on the wall for this. I watched the football game earlier, but dang it, man.
I wonder how long it's been off.
That's all right. Well, it's all right. Forget about it. But right here, if you haven't already, go and subscribe to Gulf Coast Nation. Check it out on YouTube. We absolutely love you guys. We appreciate all the support we get. Hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode. I hope you guys got something out of it. If you did, please leave us a thumbs up. Drop a comment below. Share with your friends. Go ahead and subscribe. And as always, we'll catch you guys on Friday. You!